The history of futsal. The origin of futsal or a five-a-side soccer can be traced back to Montevideo, Uruguay in 1930, when Juan Carlos Seriani devised a five-a-side version of soccer for youth competitions in YMCA's. The game is played on basketball-sized courts, both indoors and out, without the use of sidewalls. The game is frequently referred to as five-a-side or mini soccer. Once Sirianni got the ball rolling, futsal gained rapid popularity throughout South America, particularly in Brazil. The skill developed in this game is visible in the world famous style the Brazilians display outdoors on the full size field. Pele, Zico, Socrates, Bebeto, and other Brazilian superstars developed their skills playing futsal. While Brazil continues to be the futsal hub of the world, the game is now played under the auspices of FIFA all over the world, from Europe to North and Central America and the Caribbean, South America, Africa, and Asia and Oceania. The first international competition took place in 1965 when Paraguay won the first South American Cup. Six more South American Cups were held through 1979, with Brazil winning all of them. Brazil continued its dominance with a victory in the first Pan American Cup in 1980 and won it again the next time it was played in 1984. A U.S. team or United States team took part in the 1984 Cup but finished out of the running. U.S. Futsal was founded in 1981 and incorporated in January 1983. Osvaldo Garcia was its first president. The game is referred to as mini soccer, a five-a-side soccer, football sala, or futebol de salao. But it is also widely referred by a trademark name, futsal. The current United States futsal president is Alex J. C. Para. The first Futsal World Championship conducted under the auspices of FIFA before its members integrated into FIFA in 1989 was held in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1982. With Brazil finishing in first place, the Brazilians repeated as champions at the Second World Championship in 1985 in Spain, but lost in the Third World Championship in 1988 in Australia to Paraguay. FIFA took over direct sponsorship of the event in 1989 in Holland and 1992 in Hong Kong. Brazil won both times. The United States Futsal indoor team finished third in 1989 and second in 1992 at the FIFA Five-a-Side World Championship, the highest showing by any team from the United States in a FIFA tournament until the United States women team won the gold medal in China for outdoor soccer. The third FIFA World Championship was held November 24 through December 11, 1996 in Spain, and for the first time, the FIFA names it the FIFA Futsal World Championship. The fourth FIFA Futsal World Championship was held in Guatemala between November 18 to December 4, 2000. The FIFA Futsal World Championship was held in Taipei in December 2004. The first international futsal match played by the U.S. futsal national team was in May 1984 in Nanaimo, Canada, and the United States won 6-5. The first international futsal match in the United States was held in December 1985 at Sonoma State University in Roanoke, California. The U.S. select team defeated Australia by 9-5. U.S. Futsal has conducted a national championship each year since 1985. Futsal is establishing itself at the youth level in the U.S. The boys and the girls clubs of America took a strong interest after the Columbia Park Club in San Francisco asked United States Futsal to give a demonstration. The U.S. Youth Soccer Association, or the USYSA, and United States Futsal signed an agreement in August of 1995 and in 1999 to promote futsal in other national state association as their game of choice for inter-soccer under the sponsorship of US Futsal. Did you know that the term futsal is now the international term for the youth game? It was first created by Alexander Para for then the United States Mini Soccer Federation. Mr. Para, knowing that having the term soccer in its name made it hard to obtain gym from school, since most schools thought that a soccer ball in a gym would damage their facilities. He looked for a word like Nike or Kodak that would describe the sport and be able to be used in all languages of the world. While in Spain early 1985, he noticed that the Spanish, like the Brazilians, called the sport with similar names. The Spanish or Portuguese word for soccer or football or football, and the French Spanish word for indoor, salon or sala. From this, Mr. Parr decided to merge the word and came up with the word futsal. The new word was adopted by the United States Futsal in 1987 since it includes the initial futsal of USA, and the US Futsal changed its corporate name within the state of California. In 1989, at the meeting of integration between the FIFA and the FIFA, the old governing body of salon football, Mr. Parra proposed that a new name that FIFA had proposed for the sport in the second FIFA Five-a-Side World Championship to be held in Hong Kong in 1992 be changed to futsal. It was Mr. Parra's view that the term five-a-side would change depending in which language you were speaking, and that a new game should have a name and that would not change. Dr. Havelange, then the president of the FIFA or the FIFA, accepted the idea and had the term incorporated into Article 27 that states the committee for soccer that is played in reduced areas called salon soccer or five-a-side shall from now on be called futsal. And that's the history of futsal.